Hello, my Gemini, and welcome to your day. Thank you so much again for joining me. So today I have something a little bit different and definitely a little bit different for you. I am doing inspirational poetry. I found out last week that 2 years ago, Robert Frost's poems entered the public domain, and so I went to the public domain to look at poems, and I found a list of the top 50 and was immediately inspired based on some placements to do an astrology reading off of the top 12. So we're doing 1 through 12, starting with Aries, going all the way to Pisces. You can listen to other poems on other channels if you want. Yours, my Gemini, is about to begin. And after I read this poem to you, I will then do an inspiration drawing, pull a card, and give you a little more guidance as to how you might find inspiration over the week to come. So, without further ado, here is your wickedly odd little poem. A Party of Lovers by John Keats. Pensive they sit and roll their languid eyes, nibble their toast and cool their tea with sighs, or else forget the purpose of the night, forget their tea, forget their appetite. See, with crossed arms they sit, ah, happy crew! The fire is going out and no one rings for coals, and therefore no coals Betty brings. A fly in the milk pot, must he die by a humane society? No, no, there Mr. Werter takes his spoon, inserts it, dips the handle, and lo, soon the little strange straggler, saved from perilous dark, across the tea-board draws the long wet mark. Arise, take snuffers by the handle, there's a large cauliflower in each candle. A winding sheet, ah me, I must away to number 7, just beyond the curious gay. Alas, my friend, your coat sits very well. Where may your tailor live? I may not tell. Oh, pardon me, my absent now and then. Where might my tailor live? I say again, I cannot tell. Let me no more be teased. He lives in Wapping, might live where he pleased. Well, thank you very much for listening to that curious poem. It was something to be beheld when I read it. I was like, am I going to commit to this? You know what? Yes, I am. So there you are. I hope that little old 100-year-old piece of history entertained you. And thanks for listening to that. So moving on, what we have for you today is, first off, let's talk about the moon. We are in a waning gibbous that is residing inside of Virgo. So we're going to feel a little bit more content to do what we usually do, stick to our normal habits and roots. But while we do those things, we should remember to be grateful for what we have. Remember to smile at our accomplishments, no matter how big or small. Make sure you are taking the time to look back on all you've accomplished with your goals, if you've been doing your goals with me, or just in general, any hard work that you've been going through. It's important to remember, more than just on Thanksgiving, what we can be thankful for and grateful for. So, my Gemini, the card I've drawn for you, for your inspiration, this will help to guide you to additional inspiration, additional things that might allow you to open your mind and be inspired by the world around you. Now, this card the Ten of Swords, is not always something that can be seen as inspiration or positivity in any regard. And it generally warns of the querent, if you will, suffering of mental dwelling in past. But while this card does say that there is disaster and betrayal afoot, this card is also a foundational card of the mind, and to use your own mind to find inspiration, possibly in the past, possibly in things that maybe aren't the most positive to reflect on. I am in no way encouraging you to heavily focus on negative thoughts. Let me just be clear. But I will say that inspiration can be found on the most intense of subjects sometimes. Don't reflect on the past with emotion. Remember, this is the swords, the Ten of Swords. It is the foundation of mental logic. Reflect on your past with logic, like Spock, but yet allow yourself to use that logical, scientific reflection to find creative energy in the present. Okay? We don't dwell, we reflect. Now, if you're a tarot reader and you find different insight from this, by all means, use your best judgment as to what suits you. But what I am telling you is that from my perspective and with the energies that I possess in my body right now, you, my Gemini, you should possibly, if you feel like it, turn to past thoughts, possibly things that may have gone wrong, and use those, I don't want to say unhappy, but use those unplanned mistakes or derailings or side roads from your past to inspire you to change things in the future, inspire you to focus in the future in a different avenue to create a different outcome. Don't dwell on it, just reflect on it. And remember, this is all about inspiration. It's all about joy. It's all about enlightenment. And life is supposed to be as cheeky as that poem I just read you. But Gemini, I know you've already got it because you are one cheeky human being. So I am going to leave it there. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. I hope that this card, the Ten of Swords, can help you to find inspiration in life, as well as that beautiful little odd poem that I read you. So that's all I have for you today, my Gemini, and I will see you later.